That's why Legend is here. Right? So welcome everyone. My name is Roxy and this is my beautiful star sister, Magdalena. Her earth name is Karen. I am a quantum sound healer. My journey started 9 years ago in LA, and I've traveled the world with my crystal tones, bowls, and taken to sacred sites, but it's really brought me to the journey of where I am here. I'm in Mount Shasta at a retreat center. So Magdalena and I'm going to pass it to her so she can also introduce herself.
I'm Karen, Magdalena, everyone knows. When I'm in LA, everyone calls me Karen. When I come here, everyone's, hi Magdalena. Oh, my alter ego. I'm also a sound healer, Akashic record reader, I'm intuitive, all the things, all the woo-woo things. But really, I basically read energy. Some of you I gave messages to when you came in. So it just comes through me that way. And at the end, I'm going to give a group reading. And that's about it. And we're both Reiki masters, so we're infusing Reiki into the bowls.
Yeah. Yes. So we love doing this type of, we do retreats together. She's in acupuncture school, so this year she took it upon her just to come for this week to receive the blessings of Shasta. So it was totally in divine alignment that it was a new moon. So it's also full circle because a year ago I started doing these events at Crystal Tones, which the last Lionsgate was my 1 year full circle. So I took a break from doing events because I was doing them so much. So it's so nice to just be back in the space, and really like why I like to hold these ceremonies when we align ourselves with the cosmic frequencies and the celestial realms of the stars. We're allowing ourselves to ebb and flow with the tides, but we're also allowing ourselves to release and let go of what's not serving us, and obviously create space for what's in alignment. And really, it's, you know, the saying, it was written in the stars before we were born, is really the celestial alignment that we're here to do. So we're just going to take a moment to start, open the container together. And Karen will also share, before she goes in the Akashic Records, what the Akashic Records is. For some of you maybe not familiar, I'm sure everyone is familiar, but if you're not, all questions are always welcomed here.
Yes.
So we will also tune in a little bit to the astrology of the Virgo new moon, and I thought it was so interesting this year. If you look at the series of new moons, there's so many new moons at 0 degrees or 1 degrees, and this is really like this, and this is the first of 2 new moons in Virgo. Next month, we're going into the solar eclipse season. As you know, eclipses are to set the precedents for the next 6 months, but they're like the catalyst and the catalyst of change. So really at 0 degrees that we have so many new moons, I've been, you know, and it's interesting, I feel like why I kind of got back into just really doing these circles to really understand, like, this year's a big shift. This is a big shifting year, and Virgo at 0 degrees is about new beginnings. It's about renewal, and it's like letting go of what the old was to allow the new to emerge, even though we don't know what the new is. So it's so beautiful to see that, because then we're also moving into 9/9, and this year is 9/9. 2025 is 9, completion. So this is a year of completion. We're really stepping into the new earth, the golden age. You've heard that, but this is part of the crumbling that's taking place of the world is necessary for the new to come. So this is a big transition year. So allow yourself to celebrate. Yeah, allow yourself to celebrate it, and because we're really stepping into the newness, and there's so many light workers that have been behind the scene that we're really asked to step forward, to be in front, in like not only holding the field, but to be the voice, to be heard, to share the wisdom, because these are the teachings of the new earth, and it's not really new earth, it's ancient teachings that we're bringing back. So everything is here to change. So we're just going to start by opening the container, and as Magdalena mentioned, that we are both Reiki masters. So in our sound healings, you may feel energy moving, and I never understood it. I've trained a lot of teachers until someone did it on me, and I was like, oh my God, something's moving in my belly, like, or you feel pressure on your temples. So don't try to understand it or figure it out, and just know that energy is moving. If your temperature goes from hot to cold, it's because sometimes when energy is moving or really spirits in you, your temperature gets really cold. So just allow yourself to surrender into the experience. If you fall asleep, don't think it's like a massage where you're like, oh my God, I missed the whole thing. It's actually really good if you fall asleep because you're allowing the energy of divine light source, and that's what we work with. We're working with source and divine energy. But it's good to fall asleep. I just have a common courtesy rule. If our neighbor is snoring, that we just tap our neighbor, because Magdalena and I are going to be on our space portals. So if you can just tap the neighbor, then that way you're not shocked by someone's touching you, which is totally common. So this is an open zone for laughter, tears, everything, every emotion is welcome here. So just allow yourself to be in that place of play and surrender. And some of you live here, some of you are traveling here. Just know the mountain calls to you when you're ready for these types of transformations. No accident. That is also a new moon. And I always say October is like a big changing month. And, you know, I know there's something astrologically tied to that, but October, I mean, there's Dia de los Muertos and all that stuff, but it's, you know, we're moving into the season of change. So allow yourself to welcome the change, to be surprised by the change. I say sometimes my most pivotal moments have been the unexpected, unknown, and like the unplanned. I mean, obviously we have great plans for ourselves, but allow yourself to be surprised by the universe, and that's what we're really inviting in, is the surprise and the wow moments. So with that said, we're just gonna rub our hands together and close our eyes. And after we open the container, if you're laying down, that's fine. But after this, we'll lay down and get a comfortable position. So just rubbing your hands, bringing all the cosmic love from your high heart, your spiritual heart, into your hands, feeling the chi in between your hands. As we bring our thumbs to our heart space, taking a deep inhale. As we open mouth, exhale. Sigh, letting it all go. Allowing ourselves to be here now in this present moment. Allowing ourselves to receive the gift of being in this now moment. As we invite in all of our benevolent loving guides at the highest frequency of unconditional love and light to be with us now and always. We invite in our eternal ethereal divine presence to connect with our heart, allowing our heart to continue to be our inner compass and our true north to guide us on the path. The heart does not ask how, it does not ask why. The heart just leads, knowing that everything will always be revealed to us, maybe at that moment or maybe later. So may this be a journey of the heart, the journey of going within, the journey of surrendering to source and divinity to move through you. As we invite in Saint Germain and Sanat Kumara, Lady Portia, Lady Nada, Lady Venus, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Isis, Sophia Goddesses, and all of our guides at the highest frequency of unconditional love. May we be in this place of pure source divinity and light, allowing the light to transmute and purify and release anything and everything that is not serving us. May it be released with ease and grace. We connect to Pachamama as we open up the directions, as we invite in the guardians of the east, the air. We allow the winds of purification to blow away all that is not serving us, allowing us to create space for the winds of alignment to come forth. May the winds be gentle, may they be reminders of the breath, and how sacred the breath is, for we come into the earth, into this world through the breath, and we leave through the breath. And anytime there seems to be chaos or disorder or anything like that, we allow ourselves to always come back to the breath. So we invite in the sacred breath as we invite in the guardians of the east. As we connect to the south, inviting in the guardians of the north, the fire, we invite the violet flame energy to purify and cleanse the entire field of the space of the building with this violet flame of unconditional love, allowing love to transmute anything that is not of unconditional love. We welcome the guardians of the south. As we invite in the guardians of the west, the waters of purification, the waters that hold information. We thank the water and the spirit of the water that hold the information from so many civilizations and lifetimes. For in the waters here in Shasta, many sacred sites, we receive codes of remembrance. So may these codes unlock anytime we go into a waterfall or into a river or into the ocean. And the waters remind us, and especially the oceans, to go inwards. For the deeper we go inwards, it does not matter how the water and the tides are at the shore, whether it's high or low or crashing. The deeper we can go inwards, the more we can keep stillness amongst the busy world. So we welcome the guardians of the West. And as we connect to the guardians of the North, Pachamama, we invite in these golden roots to go all the way down through all the layers of sand and gravel and earth and soil, going through the waters of inner earth and Agartha. As we connect to the very center of these rainbow crystalline waters, we plant our roots into these waters, for these waters hold the frequencies and codes of the new earth, the unconditional crystalline light field. We bring this up through the roots, allowing it to come into our bodies. And as we welcome the guardians of the North, we connect to the celestial realm, our star brothers and star sisters, Lady Luna, Father Sky, and all the star civilizations that we all come from, up the highest frequency of unconditional love. We welcome them into the space. And as we connect below, the elders of the land, the ancient ones, and all the tribes that they came before us, we invite them into the space, 7 generations back and forward. And as we connect with our, they're saying celestial heart, our cosmic heart, our high heart, we allow this eternal flame of truth, eternal flame of love, eternal flame of light to continue to burn brighter and brighter, for we are the light pillars of the planet. And as we come together like this in circle, we create this beautiful crystalline light structure that hasn't been created before. So we allow ourselves to be in this crystalline field of light, allowing for whatever messages that wish to come through. May they come through with clarity, with ease, with purpose, and with play. We open this container with unconditional love. And it is so, and so it is.
So now you can all get comfortable. And know at any time you can move into your side. We start on our backs. But this is your journey, so move how you need to move. Turn over if you need to turn over. Sometimes we plop down and we don't straighten our spine. We kind of lay down wherever we are. So taking an extra moment to really get comfortable lifting your spine. Feel the weight of your body against the earth. You're really heavy. Surrender. Start to feel the rhythm of your breath. And as we prepare for the sound and vibration, sometimes we start to anticipate what's going to happen. We anticipate what our last sound bath was, or if you're new to sound, you start to imagine what that would be like, but we're going to really clear our minds and embrace the quiet for one moment. Letting your belly rise and fall. Expanding and contracting. We're going to lengthen our breath where our exhale is a little longer than our inhale, and that starts to calm down your nervous system. So finding your unique rhythm, whatever that is for you, but just letting that exhale be a little longer. Don't overthink it, just feel it. Lengthening your spine from the base of your neck to the base of your spine. Bringing something you're grateful for into your awareness with breath and gratitude. You start to shift before anything happens. And whatever you're grateful for, it could be something really small or something really big. There's no measurement of gratitude, it's just the feeling of gratitude. Because without gratitude and being grateful, what we have more isn't available to us. Because we have to like what we have. We have to be grateful for what we have. Letting your heels get really heavy. Letting your feet fall one way or the other. Softening your calves, your knees, your hips. And imagine a lotus flower at the base of your spine, opening up, letting all the tension in our hips where we feel our fight or flight. It's where in yoga we hold in our hips and we release them with hip openers and emotions come. So we're going to let the lotus flower expand it, softening your belly, softening your solar plexus just right below your breastbone, bringing your shoulder blades together just a hair to let the universe know your heart is open and you're ready to receive. Moving your shoulders away from your ears, lengthening your spine, unclenching your teeth, softening all the muscles in your face, unfurrowing your brow, softening your crown. And from here, taking a nice deep breath in from the Earth Star chakra just below your feet, bringing that breath up your spine, around your heart, all the way up to your crown. Suspend the breath. Open mouth, sigh it out. And let this next exhale be a song to Pachamama as you exhale, singing out that exhale. Taking a deep breath in, all the way up to your crown, dropping your shoulders, relaxing your arms, open mouth, sing out a song, a sigh. Returning back to the rhythm of your breath, noticing the shift. As you imagine a root coming out of the base of your spine, making its way deep into the core of the earth, anchoring you in, tethering so you're free to explore, to journey, and to let go of that which doesn't serve you. And letting go of all the shame, guilt, worry, doubt, fear, angst, unworthiness, the stories we tell ourselves about who we were, who we are, and who we're going to be. And recognizing they're just stories and we don't need to attach ourselves to them. And we're just creating space to bring in what we want to bring in. And as you start to feel this lightness of being, with that beautiful breath moving throughout your physical body, finding yourself shifting
afar. As we come back into this space, into this room, into a higher timeline. As we bring the feeling and the emotion of gratitude into our heart, and we bring all the things that we are grateful for, we bring them into our heart space, and with each thing that comes to our heart and to our mind, we allow ourselves to envision this beautiful golden rose appearing in our hand. And as with each thing that comes to our heart, another golden rose appears, and then another one. So we take this moment in gratitude and reverence, bringing all the things that we are grateful for into our heart space.
And as you're in the quantum field, no time, no space, no beginning, no ending, you start to make your way back into the present moment, bringing up the root that anchored you to the earth. Hearing the words I speak and letting the vibration move deep within. I am enough. I'm worthy, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm resilient. I'm abundant in every way. I am peace. I am joy. I am play. I am my I am.
And as we take a moment of pause, slowly wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, breathing into our heart space. As we open mouth, exhale. Allowing ourselves to notice the difference in the sigh, in the breath. Noticing what has shifted for us as we do that one more time. Deep inhale. And exhale.
Moving gently and slowly, giving yourself exactly what you need. If you need to lie down a little longer, self-care.
So take a moment to drink water if you haven't.
Anyone want to share anything before I go into the record? Don't feel any pressure to. So I'm going to go into the Akashic Records, and for those of you may not know what that is, and some of you may have an idea what it is. I'll explain what it is to me. It's a field of every past, present, future thought that exists, and it exists in a library. Some people see it as, some people, Akashic readers, will see it as a library. I just have a knowing, and it comes to me in that way. I've always been intuitive since I was 5. I've been a seeker since I was 5. I saw my grandmother cross over. I saw the light. And so I've always had this natural ability to sense energies, hence why I decided acupuncture school, so I can learn a different way, because acupuncture is all about energy. So learning all the different styles is my jam. But I liken it to a radio station. And like you're on 92.3 and you're jamming out, right? But there's 104 happening, 105.9, 87.3. All of that's happening, but you're on the one frequency. And sometimes we don't even understand how we turn the dial and get to the next frequency. I can turn the dial. And it's very subtle. We all have the capability. I'm not special in that way, but I am special in that I've devoted my, pretty much my life to understanding energy and tapping into those fields and understanding my gifts of an intuitive. So I'm gonna go into the records of us as a group. Sometimes something might pop up for someone individually. A lot of times I'm in the records without even being in the records. Like, there's a formal way to go about it, but artists, and some of you may be artists, creatives, tap into that field and create from that. So, because they're in a flow and they're in a state and they're in alignment with it. They used to say that, or Michael Jackson used to say, I have to catch that song before Prince does, because he was pulling it down from the Akash. There was, in India, they call it the Akash. I can't remember what artist, but a long time ago created a plane in an art. They were like ahead of your time. But we think of time as past, present, future, linear, but it's all like a soup or like a lava lamp. Everything is happening all at once. And so artists would pull down something from the future. And it seemed that they were ahead of their time, but they were in that flow state. And so I'm usually always in that flow state because I want to read. So I'm going to open our records as a group. I think everyone signed this, and that was your consent. Does anyone don't feel like they don't want to be read with? Okay. So I'm going to open it, and I start with it's called a pathway prayer. There's different versions of it, but I do my own. So just give me a minute, and I'll give you a group message. So as we're in this beautiful space, surrounded by light, surrounded by our guides, surrounded by divine presence, Christ consciousness, angelic presence, Saint Germain, the mountain, which offers us this field on its own, just being here. I ask for protection as I open up the Akashic records of the Mount Shasta, New Moon Virgo records. And I ask for guidance from the masters, teachers, and loved ones to guide me with any messages for the group or even individual if they should come up, for the highest and greatest good for each and every one of you, and the highest and greatest good of all, of unconditional love, and for information that will guide you on your path. The Akashic records are open, the Akashic records are open, the Akashic records are open. So I'm just going to start out by saying we're all here together in this moment. It's no accident in how groups come together. It's because there's a common theme that you're drawn vibrationally to come here tonight. Some of you have come very far, some of you are local, but the mountain called you. Your frequency is a match for what is needed to be expressed today, whether it was through the vibration of the sound or from the messages come through. I keep my eyes closed so I can stay in the field and not get distracted. This is a year, again, of 9, of 2025 is a 9-year, it's completion. But it's also the year of the snake in Chinese medicine, it's transformation. And as we close one book and open another, one journey and open another, one door and open another, there has to be a completion. And sometimes we go kicking and screaming. Sometimes we want to hold on to the familiar even though it's not good for us because it feels safe in knowing what is known. So you're all being called here to the mountain today and to hear this message of it is safe. Safe to let go, safe to move forward, safe to step into your new path. And for some of you, it's a big path, it's a big shift. But some of you, it's very subtle. And for some of you, that subtle shift is great and big and scary. And for some of you, that big path isn't. So we all approach change in a different way. We've had a lot of fires in LA, transformation, burning away the old. There's a fire that's burning for each and every one of you, burning away the old. But the records are saying it's an invitation for you to step forward. We have free will choice, we have sovereignty. You don't have to step forward. It's a decision to make. But oftentimes we are stuck in fear and fear of the unknown. And to step forward is taking a risk. But without a risk, there's no reward. All of you here have special gifts. I'm being told that you're all wayshowers in some way, and sometimes I go in and out for myself. And a lot of you, I cleared the heaviness to make way for you to show up for those that you're around, whether it's family, friends, co-workers, wherever you are. There's not one place that's better than the other. If it's a work environment, we need that. We need that light there. So you all have a light that's burning really bright, and you're all here for transformation. And the Masters, Teachers, and Loved Ones wants to remind you you're safe to take that next step, to move forward, to receive. Some of you struggle with your heart. There was someone, I don't remember who, but someone, I put my hand on their heart because you have some pain in your heart, something that needs to be cleared. But each of you, in some ways, need a heart healing so that you can receive. And of course, some miracles, it's a book maybe some of you know, but they say there's no, that giving and receiving is one. And so when you're always giving and not receiving, that's only half the piece. You're not whole when you're just giving. And no one here is always receiving, but to be fair to the person you're always giving to, it's not fair to them to always be giving. And they're just receiving. And so sometimes it's hard for us to receive. We have to step back and that's my lesson here. About asking for help and receiving help and not wanting to do everything on my own. So all of you are getting the message that you are strong and capable and powerful and the wayshowers and doing the work, but sometimes you have to step back and you have to receive and you have to soften into your heart. Not softening your heart for others, because you're all big hearts here, but softening your heart for yourself. To know that you're supported. You're supported by the stars. You're supported by Pachamama, the earth, and we're these beautiful beings in between, pulling from each, that which makes us whole, which makes us powerful. There's a lot of strife in the world, a lot of separatism, and we're battling that energy of my group versus your group. It becomes political, it becomes social, and even in our families, there's the ones who believe this and the ones who believe that, and we're kind of pulled in one way or another. But you're all here because you are bridging the gap of unity consciousness, moving toward that new earth. And sometimes we wonder, what does that mean, that new earth? What does it look like? Are we just going to be lifted off and placed on a whole new earth? But what it means is that we show up and we shift. And sometimes we shift people with just our presence, with calmness, with heart opening, with understanding, with compassion. And as we shift, we're starting to shift others toward that new earth. And some of us will just move on and we'll be existing, coexisting as though it's two separate worlds. We can see that sometimes in the world that we are in. Sometimes we're battling it out, trying to convince one or the other, one way or the other. And honestly, there's no good or bad. There's no one choice or the other. There's no political, we get political, and there's the Democrats are better than the Republicans are better than Democrats. So everyone with a perspective, everyone with a view. So that new earth just looks like having acceptance and compassion for each other. And moving away from separatism to unity consciousness. So as you move through the world, it's important for you to show up in that way. Let go of the labels and the stories and how we feel about each other. It doesn't mean that you accept everything. It means that you have acceptance and that you surrender, and that the best you can do is be your best, be the light, show up as the light. And you never know who you influence, and maybe you think, oh, this person you see every day, or my sister, or my coworker, or my friends, and they're always like this, and they're always like that, they're always saying this, always saying that. But you never know when you show up that they can shift. And maybe, just maybe, someone's shifting around you that's noticing you in the background and saying, she's calm, he's calm. I want to be like that. I want to move like that. So the closing message is to not be afraid of change, to not be afraid of being in your heart, not having fear of losing people, letting go of those that need to be let go of without judgment. Not that you're better than them and that you are letting them go, but they're not moving you forward. And it's a time for moving forward. And some people will stay where they are, and that's okay. They have this lifetime and other lifetimes to find their way. So all we can do is hold their hand and send them love and move forward. And know that we are loved and we are supported and we are guided. So listen to that voice that's guiding you. And when fear creeps in or judgment creeps in, just bring it back into your heart, breathe into it, just take a pause. And you just might see a different side of yourself, a side of yourself that you really enjoy being with. We look for, we look for outside, things outside of us to mirror back who we are. Who you're around mirrors back who you are. Who you don't like mirrors back something in yourself you don't like. Who you enjoy watching is something you are mirroring back. Your heart is mirroring back to you. So move through the world without judgment, without criticism, without separatism, and show up. Show up with your heart. So I'm going to close the record. Thank you to the Masters, Teachers, and Loved Ones, and all of our guides for this beautiful message that came through for all of you and myself as well. I thank you all for being here and trusting me with delivering the information to you. The Akashic records are now closed. Ashe, ashe, ashe.
Thank you.
Somewhere else. I'm like, oh, there you go. Thank you for trusting me. If anyone has any questions about what I did, or it's new to you, or my process, feel free. Or if you have a personal
I
question.
didn't know if you had time for 1 or 2 questions before we go into intentions, I think.
From individuals.
Yeah.
Well, then if I give each person a message.
Not you, okay.
That's the only. I did.
Maybe they're collective questions, so it's not personal.
Okay, but I gave some of you some personal messages. I can't remember who, but
Somewhere, yeah.
Good idea.
When I felt called to, I gave some of you. It didn't mean that you didn't get one. It's just like, ooh, this one's pulling me. You don't have time, but okay. So yes, a collective question.
If anyone has one.
If you have something personal burning, you can ask me after. I don't have to go on the record, so I can just give you a intuitive answer. So just pull me aside and say, I have a question. I'm happy to answer. Thank you. We did this before. Is this your first one?
First time.
Oh, okay.
But you remind me of my sister-in-law so bad.
Really?
Like, I swear you were related at some point.
I know, I felt something from you, like,
Yeah.
why do I know her?
Yeah.
There's something.
Yeah. But I think I saw you before too.
So let's finish here and then we'll do the connecting. So thank you, Magdalena, for your good message for everyone. But I felt like it was so in alignment with what I spoke about too, like Virgo and the series of new moons we've had that happen at 0 degrees and really going into the 9-9. And if anyone really goes deep into numerology and like understanding, I was like, is no one as excited as I am for like 9-9 because it's really this like timeline closing and this shift. So with that said, we're just moving into an intention setting ritual. There's Arona Leah. We used to do moon circles in Venice Beach, but she has moon deck cards, which are amazing. If you want to pull a card to get a message, we can do that. We kind of did something in a way where there's a leaf, Angela can show us, that we're going to just make a prayer bundle with a leaf and leaves and cedar, whatever you call the flower, so we can all sit in a moment together before we leave, connecting with our intention. It's not always about writing your intention down. Really, Joe Dispenza talks about this, where it's connecting with the emotion and the feeling of who you're becoming, who you want to be, so that we really sit in that, like maybe becoming, getting in a relationship and starting a business makes you feel freedom, so then let's connect with the freedom, not the things that we desire. So I love working with the plant and the spirit of the plant, because then we're really just connecting with the plant, and all of us have really, through this sound journey, like I can always feel the field once they open the field, and then the bowls, I'm just like, woof, like I don't know if anyone else felt it, but I was like, whoa, this is like blasted open. So really we're in this space of now openness now, so that, like she said, we've gone through the stages of clearing, like everything is very intentional. Everyone always, new moons are for manifesting, full moons are for releasing, but whether it's a new moon or full moon, I always invite you to set the intention. What am I releasing and letting go of? What am I letting go of to create space for what I, wish to, call in, invite in, attract, manifest, whatever words you want to call it. So, Angela, can you just show the leaf? So we're just gonna all come up here and make a small bundle. It doesn't have to be so big. We're gonna, cedar, roses. Roses are the highest vibration. It's a high frequency. So everything is very intentional. The rice brings fertility, abundance, carries your intention. Magdalena and I have sat with many despacho ceremonies. So this is not like a despacho ceremony, but this is a way, instead of writing down our intentions, that we're all going to make this prayer bundle connected to our heart. And if you're called to put it on your altar, great. If you're called to go give it to the land, buried in your front yard, buried in your hotel, give it to the earth. We're giving our prayers from our heart to the heart of the earth, allowing the earth to carry these intentions. So that's what I love about it. It's very powerful. And we've sat and blessed and prayed over this altar, so everything is charged with light. This is my favorite part. I'm going to take a picture for memories, because that's where you go. You too. Oh my gosh, so last time I did this, I usually clean up the altar a lot, and she was like, oh, you can come back tomorrow. So I'd go out the door and I was like, I didn't make my prayer bundle.
Oh, no.
Everyone walked out with their cute little thing.
No.
I know, this time I'm going to do it. So I had that message for you too, Magdalena. So we make our prayer bundle so we don't leave with it. So.
And feel free to rip off the branch, whatever you want.
And then Moon Deck, the book is here. I just ask that you take a picture of it and read it at home so that we can pass it around. But this was actually very sacred greens I want to share because Angela, we went to the Lioness Head yesterday, and the Lioness Head is where three rivers meet. So for me, that's very like holy water when you have three rivers crossing. So these greens were from the area in that vicinity, and Angela blessed them in the water. So everything's very intentional.
Where is it from?
The Lioness Head, you're not gonna find it on your own. It's not on Google, but it's in Shasta. Yeah, but I read Plant Spirit Medicine. If anyone has read that book, but that one talks about when you're doing rituals or teas or ceremonies or anything like that. When you forage your own like herbs or plants, the spirit of the plant is like 4 to 5 times stronger. So it's always special when you're like foraging yourself. Kind of like if you make your own smudge wand. Like everything is done with intention and prayer. Even that rattle was done with beautiful Ann Keller. And every stone that put in there was prayed upon, and it was stones from like Sedona and Shasta and Corn, and like everything was so intentional. So it was such a joy to make that. I know, doesn't it say Roxy?
It's so
on
good.
it?
Yeah, I know.
Show the rattle. Ann Keller, she's great. She makes the drums here. She sells other way so the hair shows. She's like, I've never had someone put hair on the rattle head. I was like, well, open the top.
You guys are making beautiful bundles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Legend.
So Magdalena, make yours too, so that we can. Wow, Legend made a sushi roll.
You did a great one.
I love it. I'm gonna do that too. Thank you.
Perfect.
How was it? I know we went straight to the Akashic records, but if anyone has anything that they want to share, we were deciding if we should put the bowls by each other, but we put it across.
I
to
like
kind of
that
like-
a
Did you
lot.
like that?
I liked it a lot.
Okay,
So
yeah.
nice,
So
yeah.
we're like surround, and she even asked, she's like, "Did they make the building like this for this reason?" I was like, "No, but I'm sure none their higher self they did."
Yeah, I
So-
love the way you played the bowls.
Oh,
It
thank
was
you.
really nice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And what is the instrument that hangs the chimes go across?
Yeah.
That's
So I call that the fairy chime, but it's not. That's not what it's called. It's called flow chime,
float
and
chime.
it's by a company in San Diego, right, Karen?
Yeah, beautiful sounds.
Oh my
Beautiful
gosh,
sounds.
that was
You
nice.
can find them on Instagram. They have a lot of beautiful instruments, actually.
Nice.
Well, if everyone has their, hold on. You don't have yours yet? Do you need one, Rick? What do you need? A card? Okay, pick a card for your beautiful
Well,
wife.
if you put your finger on it, I know which one. That one, yes.
Good intuition,
Impressive,
Rick.
buddy. That was it.
Everyone has their
Thank
prayer
you.
bundle? Yes? Oh, good, okay. Sorry. So if everybody has their prayer bundle, we need to get Jody in the house. Rick, would you like to pick a card for me too?
No, I was picking one she wanted.
No, I want you to just pick that card.
Really?
No, I can get it.
No, I got it. Which one do you want?
That one.
Right here?
No, to the right.
That one?
No, to the right. One more
Right.
to the right. One more. No, one more? Yeah, that one. Let's see what I got today. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up.
That one's
My
nice.
inner compass knows the way.
Oh, that's nice.
What was it called?
That's what I got.
Yeah,
No
that was
way.
there.
Sagittarius
yeah.
for life.
Oh yeah, here's mine right here.
I should,
see
yeah.
yours.
Rebirth.
This was mine.
Duh.
Yeah. See? Totally in the way. So I love these. It's always such
I love these,
information.
yeah.
Great.
And we're
Huh?
Very nice. What's the name of the stack?
Lunch,
So
water
this
for
is the
easy blessing.
moon deck by Arana Leah. It's in a box
No,
like
this
this.
is the 9/9.
It's
September
really
9th.
like she's very intentional with everything. So before we leave, let's all connect with our heart and our intention. The power of prayer when we do this together. Yes, what happened? He has one. Oh, he needs a card?
Do you need the book? Anybody?
What do you?
Oh, I do. Okay, is it?
A card, okay.
Thank you.
What's she, thanks. Do you want us to pull it for you, or you wanna pull your card? Oh, yes. That's water. Okay.
You guys all made such beautiful puzzles.
Yeah, that was fun, thank you.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick thing before you two
Okay,
leave.
before,
Sorry.
you can't leave.
Can't leave, let's, so we can all amplify our intentions. So everybody hold their prayer bundle to the heart. For those at home, it's beautiful leaf, roses, rice, cedar. So we connect with our heart as we bring our intention into our heart, not just what we are looking to bring forth into our life. Connect with the feeling and the emotion that brings you, and just be with this feeling. Allow it to bring you inner child joy and play. And I also love having children in these circles, even though Legend is such an old soul. We allow ourselves to remember to play and have fun. So as we just remember that we have collapsed timelines, quantum acceleration is the word that's coming through, that we'll feel it in our heart, and we sit in this place of gratitude. And with that bouquet of golden roses that we created before, I invite you to place them on the land here in Mount Shasta and keep one of the golden roses as we place that in our heart. From our heart to the heart of the land, we say thank you. From our heart to the heart of each other, we say thank you. From our heart to the heart of the sacred altar, we say thank you. From our heart to the heart of our higher self, we say thank you. From our heart to the heart of each other. Once again, we say thank you. As a golden thread, we are all connected to each other. As we close the circle, we thank all the guides, ascended masters, galactic beings of light, star brothers and star sisters. We close off the directions, giving thanks to the guardians of the west, the south, the east, the north, the cosmic realm, the elders, and within our mighty I am presence, our heart of the divine. We say thank you. As we close the circle, may we recognize the circle is always open. It is never broken. Aho, Ashe, Akuna Matata.
So come on.
Oh, you know what I was trying to think of? What does Anne say? For all my relations.
Hobatakiasa?
Oh, Matakiasin, and they're like Akuna Matata.
I know, what's that?
Okay, I'm gonna say
Well,
it.
it's similar.
Same. Thank you all so